I am going to gem the Dark Crown to maxed level and see how good it is versus the #1 base in War. I can unlock the equipment in the Dark Deal event using Mischief Medals, which I'll gain by collecting Goblin Cash in multiplayer battles. I can collect my first 100 Goblin Cash from the Looter Wagon, and this is where I access the event itself. That means I have enough to claim the Debt Collector limited edition troop as it is, and I will actually go ahead and activate my event pass. I purchased mine on the Supercell store prior to this video using code Judo. That's the way you can support the channel, and it's very much appreciated. But this will actually give me 1,000 bonus cash to get started, and that already means I can claim a bunch of Mischief Medals. 2,050 in total, and for the new equipment, I will need 3,100. Let's dive into some legend attacks then. I will only have 8 attacks to get as far as I can through the track, but let's make sure we get some 3 stars. Oh, meant to put in the super bobs. I put those debt collector things in. Strange looking at the gold storages now as well. They just look like obstacles in the middle of the base. Beautiful. 230 Goblin Cash straight away. We can go King, Queen, Furnace in the CC. 4 extra debt collectors means once that's tanked, we can try and get the storage. 4 3 stars, just short of 1,000 Goblin Cash. Was that enough? Did we need 900 or 1,000? Oh, we literally just have enough. So there we go. 500 Mischief Medals, 550 gives us 3,100 exactly. Let's go ahead and get the Dark Crown equipment. Now we just have to get it to maximum level. However, let's go to the blacksmith. There we go. Since I gem every piece of equipment, we don't really have to worry about things. It is literally just the Dark Crown. And I am capped off when it comes to shiny and glowy ore. I'm actually above the limit of shiny. That's because it will overstack once with a chest. But let's begin. These first few levels will be fine because it is very little ore, or at least when you're at Town Hall 17. The amount to upgrade the lower levels is obviously not that much compared to once we get up towards level 27. Now, you will notice that every 3 levels for the Dark Crown, that is when the passive ability gets boosted. I explained all of this in my sneak peek video, but essentially every 60 housing space of units that falls, the Dark Crown gets boosted by 1/3 of the stats you see on the passive ability. So at this stage, level 15, every 60 units going down, it would be 6% boost, and therefore 180 units would have to go down to get the 18% boost. But we're not going to take that into Clan Wars. We're going to get it all of the way to level 27. Level 18 is the maximum for common equipment, but as you have seen, Starry Ore is required for the epic, and already going up to level 21, it is 100 Starry Ore. I forget this every time, but I think the final level is 200 Starry Ore. Level 23. Oh, no, it's not. It's 150. I've gemmed enough epic equipment that I really should know this by now. But already you can see after this one going up to level 24. Oh my goodness, we only have 19 Starry Ore. And actually, we're going to be out of shiny ore as well. So up to level 25, we now need more shiny ore to get to level 26. And then we will worry about the starry ore after that. So let's go back into the event track. I think there was shiny ore here, but there's not a lot. Let's claim all of the glowy ore. That doesn't help very much. Let's do these final 4 legend attacks and see how far it gets us up the track, because I'll need some of that starry ore as well. There we go. Let's see how many pieces of starry ore these attacks actually get me. None. Not even a single piece. But I think it's going to be worth spending 90 gems to get these medals, because then over in the trader shop, I can spend those on ore. We need 1,500. Let's buy the shiny ore from here, because it is half the amount of gems as if you were to just gem it outright. Does that give us? No, we don't see the upgrade icon. So we literally didn't even get enough for that. Okay, this is fine. Let's just grab those, head back across. There we go. Now we see the upgrade icon. Then we can really have a look at how much it costs for the next one. So interestingly, glowy ore we have enough of, which sometimes tends to be the bottleneck. So we're going to need 3,299 shiny ore and 131 starry ore. Starry ore, remember, is 35 gems per piece. But what we can do is... Okay, I was going to say purchase all of that starry ore. We can actually get, again, a 50% discount, if you will, if you buy the starry ore through the trader shop. As I have found out previously, it gets very costly to gem the ore outright. So let's actually head over to the Supercell store. We actually get 100 free Mischief medals over here, so even free-to-play players can claim this. Thank you very much. However, what I am going to get is, I think, this pack. I already have creator code Judo entered here. And with that purchase, there we go. We get our medals, and I even get 50 bonus gems for purchasing on the store. So I can go straight away and purchase the starry ore. Let's go with the shiny ore. How much of this are we going to get? Oh, not that much. Let's take a look here. Oh my goodness. We're like 2,000 short. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Okay, let's get that shiny ore. Was that enough? It's not going to have the upgrade button because I'm definitely going to have to gem some of the starry ore. But we do have enough shiny ore. Okay. And oh my goodness. 1,260 gems for 36 starry ore. However, wait a second. 9, 10, 11, 12 times 90 is 1,080 gems to gem up the track to get all of the starry ore. And I could have just got the... shiny ore as I was doing this as well. Okay, never mind. I know for next time. That's the rest of the oh, there is actually starry ore there, but I need one piece, right? One piece of starry ore, which is only 35 gems. Oh no, I can upgrade it! Let's go! Dark Crown to level 27, fully maxed. And let's equip that because essentially you can only really use this alongside the Dark Orb. The Noble Iron and the Metal Pants are used early attack on the Minion Prince if you're doing a Minion Prince charge. But for the Dark Crown, you need 180 units to go down. So that means you really have to use it alongside a Dragon attack. And realistically, you're not swapping out the Dark Orb over the Henchman Puppet. So this is the combo I would recommend. But let's show you how good it is in War. There are still 10 hours before Battle Day starts, so I'll not be able to attack until tomorrow. We're facing off against Reddit Zen, which is pretty cool. There is Forrest, one of the Reddit moderators. Let's call that base. And obviously, let's go ahead and call the #1 base as well. So let's come back once everything's ready to go. Okay, well, here we go. Let me run you through the plan of action real quick. I will dive into the monolith with my royal champion, and depending on which way she goes, up to the east, or let's say down to the south, I will reinforce with my minion prince in that location so that once the royal champion goes down, I can start the boost for the Dark Crown. At the same time, I will use the Archer Queen onto the wizard tower to snipe through with the giant arrow and get the far side sweeper and air defense. I can reinforce up towards the town hall with an ice golem and the siege barracks. Then through the center of the base from the ricochet cannon and the scatter shot, that's where my dragons will fly in. Moving into the core of the base, I can use the warden ability. And as long as I don't miss the sweeper on the far side, I do have one freeze spell to counteract that. But even though I could take more, it becomes a fail-safe in case I miss with the giant arrow. I just need to make sure that I do not. Oh, goodness me. All right, let's just do it. Let's see how badly the RC gets caught up at the bottom of the base here by the monolith. Oh, I don't have this. What am I doing? I'm so used to having the Spirit Fox on the RC. Oh, my goodness. I put the... Oh, my gosh, that was ridiculous. Okay, well, let's get the Minion Prince in. That way we can utilize the unit boost of the Royal Champion twice because of the Phoenix. Giant arrows missed by a mile as well. I'm panicking. Okay, let's get Ice Golem, Siege Barracks, swap my Warden to A, then Balloons, Dragons, and let's get to the core. Minion Prince, get your boost. Let's take that out because we need the Queen to push in towards the Town Hall. Okay, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. That sweeper is going to be really, really tricky, though. That's the problem. Let's freeze this. Guess we can Earthquake here as well, and I'm actually going to Rage the Queen. Okay, now let's use the Warden ability. Let's use the Minion Prince, and we can Rage through the center. Skelly Spell. Okay. Minion Prince is fully boosted now. That air sweeper definitely was annoying. We've got a dragon we can use. Let's turn these invisible. Just lost that dragon. Would have been nice to keep that alive. Try and tank that air defense a little bit so we can hold on to this last invisibility spell to try and use at the perfect time to keep my Minion Prince alive. That now actually protects the Minion Prince and the Grand Warden. Oh, the Minion Prince is carrying right now. I made so many mistakes at the start, but with the 30% damage boost and the 30% hit points, it's still alive and just powering through. And without it, we might have even failed this. My thoughts on the Dark Crown was that it's not that much better than the Henchman Puppet. I think it is better for mass dragon attacks, but I would probably recommend putting your ore into other equipment if you're not fully maxed. It's definitely not a broken piece of equipment, but it's not bad either. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if we time failed because of that? There we go. 3 stars. Oh my gosh, that was bad. If you want to see when I maxed the previous epic equipment, the action figure, I have that video linked on your screen. Enjoy the rest of your day.